Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to the Road to Badassery. This is going to be my 7th episode, and we're progressing rather well. I feel that my platinum play has gotten remarkably better, and I feel very comfortable with top platinum opponents, beating them consistently. So that's very, very good. Unfortunately, sorry, this is going to be a good old sausage fest this time because Katie is not she's not going to be joining us. So
totally a sausage fest here, bro. This party blows.
yeah. Oh well, but yeah, she's at work right now. But when you're an independent marketing consultant like me, you get to make your own hours, and I'm in full celebration mode as well because I actually picked up a new client the other day, so I'm feeling pretty good. So I actually got a beer, and I'm gonna invite you to cheers. If you have beer, that's great. But if you don't, that's good as well. But I'm going to invite you to cheers with me, and let's get this party started.
I will celebrate with my imaginary beer because I'm all out.
That's a shame.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to do, actually, we should do one coaching session completely drunk.
I'm down. I'm so down.
Let's do that. When you're up to about master level, we'll go ahead and do one hour and a half long coaching session with both of us with no less than 10 shots in us.
Awesome. Done.
It's
coming.
Good plan.
All right. So what's the plan for today?
Well, since we don't have Katie with us, I was thinking we were going to have you play against me once anyways, but this will work even better. What I want to do is give you a bit of a benchmark.
Okay.
And I like to do this when we get up to platinum or low diamond just to see where you're at by comparison to where you want to be. So This next game, this one's going to be kind of entertaining for YouTube. It's going to be a show what you know kind of deal, and I'm just going to play as best as I can with Protoss.
All right.
So no more of that, oh, I'm not going to actually block you, even though I could with my probe. I'm going to take advantage of everything I see. So it'll be fun.
Okay.
The goal here isn't to necessarily, this isn't going to be one we're going to find too many teachable moments. This is going to be, like I said, a benchmark. This is what we're going to compare against when you're at high diamond and say this is where you have progressed, this is where you still need to go. So don't let this discourage you too much, but it's especially important once you're at high platinum going on to diamond, because then you can start to finally see some of the comparisons to where you were in gold.
Good.
So besides, it's really fun to beat people. So I get it.
So this isn't like to show how super awesome elite you are. This is
it's a fringe benefit.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, my Protoss, I have I play Protoss like your typical random player. Like my build orders aren't structured, my walls aren't tight, all sorts of sloppiness like that. The only reason it's able to keep up is just because I'm really comfortable with the mid to late game.
I see.
Now, have you been working more on the Swarm hosts?
A little bit. I beat a couple Protoss players with Swarm hosts, and got actually some rage, which was nice. I got my favorite when I beat him. The guy typed in how you beat Swarm hosts and then left, and I like shitty grammar like that because it amuses me for some reason. I actually got now I feel that I'm comfortably good enough that I can be accused of hacking, because I was playing a 2 versus 2 game with Katie the other night, and they accused me of map hacking, so that was good. I was pretty proud of that. So that's a nice benchmark to have surpassed.
Achievement unlocked.
Exactly. Accuser. Yeah, he's like, I'm putting you for map hacking, bro. And I was just like, QQ, learn to play. And he's like, enjoy your time in Starcraft while you still have it. I'm like,
ooh,
okay. Man. So let's get as far as we can before Blizzard takes down my account for map hacking.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a tough timeline, because you know how strict they are about people who don't map hack. Yeah, I get that a lot too, because Swarm hosts, they can kind of feel like your opponent's map hacking because the locusts are constantly coming from different angles, and if the Swarm host user has good game sense, they're constantly flanking your army. So, I mean, I get that, but then I'm like, dude, I'm streaming. I actually had one guy who didn't get it. He was like, dude, you're such an idiot. How would you stream map hacking? You're just waiting to get banned. I'm like, no, I mean, I'm streaming, as in I can't be map hacking. He still didn't get it.
Yeah, well, some people are special.
Yeah, special needs players. Okay, you all set?
And so much arrogance today. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Well, dude, you're almost diamond. It's time to
Yeah.
turn on the airgun mode. Got to start
I
calling
feel
everybody noobs.
yeah, I feel like one thing is my game sense, at least well, versus Terran
Mhm.
and somewhat versus Protoss has gotten much better. Like just knowing when he could potentially attack and kind of what he might have type of deal is just gotten way better than it used to be.
Excellent.
So that's definitely helped.
Well, and that's going to be the biggest thing that coaching's going to teach you. Coaching it can definitely help with other areas, but it's not like we can necessarily teach you how to have high APM. That just comes on its own.
Mhm.
So if your game sense wasn't improving, let's put it this way, I'd be very worried.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I bad?
We require more minerals.
That's very good
Yeah.
to hear.
Yeah.
We require more minerals. We require.
So since we're all super serial this game, should I not talk too much?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not like it's gonna be.
We require more minerals.
Well, I want to see the best you have to offer right now. I want to see exactly what you're like on
We
ladder.
require
Okay.
more minerals.
All right. Well, then I shouldn't talk, but I should also be listening to like crazy music right now.
Crazy music makes you play better.
Yeah. I like. I don't know. You ever listen to music while you play?
We require
All the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of that's just people don't like streams without music, so.
more
I see.
minerals.
But it's become kind of a natural thing for me where I'll listen to a lot of music.
Nice.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Still digging the 11 over pool then?
Yep.
Thanks.
It's worked well for me, and so long whatever is effective. I feel like.
Spawn more over.
By the way to go.
Though definitely when I start playing my worst game. Sorry, my worst game is always the first game. It feels like it's just 'cause that's when you're still feeling things out.
Right.
Spawn more overlords. Spawn.
Oops, crap.
Not enough energy.
Ah,
Forces are under attack.
I hope people watching this right now are enthralled.
This will be good.
I'm kind of spooked out as to what the hell you're gonna do.
We require more minerals.
Well, based on my Nexus timing,
We require more
based on how
minerals.
quickly it was up, what build would you say I am?
Forge, fast, expand.
Technically, I was Nexus first, but if you're reading either of those, that's fine at this point. Eventually, you want to get to a point where you can recognize, based
Nex-
on how much energy is on the Nexus, whether it's Nexus first or Forge Fast Expand.
I see. Well, I don't know if I'm quite up to that level yet.
Yeah, and
complete.
I mean, honestly, with 11 Overpool, you'll know the moment your Overlord arrives because your Overlord should have actually been scouting my natural.
Oh, you're natural. Okay.
S-
Well, he could potentially. It is in the realm of possibility for him to do that if he wanted to. So you eventually get to the point where you just notice like all these crazy subtle things, and it's like based on how much gas he's mined, you know what could potentially happen type of deal.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, especially ZVZ, I find that's the easiest one to tighten up because you can look at their gas and say, oh, they have, they're hatch first, but they have, 96 gas mined and they're pulling off. Okay, I now know that they're going for a Speedling all in.
I see.
Because they're pulling off with hatch first, and hatch first hits a really strong speedling timing if they pull gas.
Hell. Oh my god, why does this keep happening?
Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack. Spawn more overlords. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. We must place that on creep.
Why are you not hot? There you go.
Our drones are under attack. Spawn more. Our forces are under attack. Spawn more overlords. Our drones are under attack. We must place that on creep. Metamorphosis unacceptable command. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Spawn more over. The hive cluster is under attack.
Good spore coverage.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our drones are under attack. Spawn more overlords. Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. The hive cluster is under attack. Mineral field depleted. The hive cluster is under attack.
Yeah, I don't think I have anywhere near enough to be able to defeat this.
Field
Yeah, especially with how heavily you were committed you were to Roach Hydra.
Yeah.
When I went pretty much just hard counters it. I mean, it would take like 3 remaxes to clear that out.
Yeah.
forces are
That is just the Colossus count really shuts it down hard. And the Roach buffer doesn't last long with Void Rays out. Alright, I still liked that game. The one thing I'm seeing is your third
It's
is
still
late.
late there, and I'm still floating too many resources.
Yeah. Let's see here. Resource collection rate was fine.
Well, apparently I had less unspent resources than you, so I don't know how that
Yeah,
was able to happen.
yeah, it happened. I mean, part of it was that warp prism. I was expecting to dump. I think I was at 14 gateways.
Yeah.
So I was expecting to dump a ton of minerals into that, but it got shot down. So
Oh,
that
I-
left
th-
floating
tho-
that from.
that was like a totally lucky placement for my sport.
Well, yeah, I had scouted it with my Phoenix and noticed there was no spores there, but they were there when I arrived. So, and I had it queued up, so then it
Yeah.
was already deployed.
Yeah, mainly it was because there were the phoenixes there took out my queen. I'm like, well, there will probably be a queen standing there because it needs to inject larvae, so I'll put spore crawlers to defend it.
Yeah, well, it was good. I liked it. Now, obviously, I was a little bit passive for the early game, so
Mhm.
I'm interested to see if I would have hit any kind of quick timing, any kind of like maybe 5 gate on 2 base or something like that, what it would have looked like. But
Yeah, I'm generally pretty passive early game too. I prefer longer macro games to early pressure. I'm definitely more partial to that because I don't know. That's what I'm most comfortable with, and I enjoy like giving my opponents a slow death and just like starving them out and never just maxing out, never engaging their army, and just keeping them huddled in like 2 bases. And
Oh, it's definitely a good place to be for Swarm hosts, so you may
Yeah.
like.
yeah,
Okay, so I honestly do think you benefit more from playing against a live opponent while I spectate. That seems to be how you learn better.
okay.
But we don't have anyone right now. Actually, let me
Oh.
check my stream real quick. Is there any?
I was gonna say, do you have someone you could pull in?
Let me check. Is there anyone watching on the stream who's Diamond or Master level Protoss?
They could be Terran too. I wouldn't mind fighting I mean, I feel like I can beat Katie's Terran, but she has a really bizarre play style that is very unconventional.
Yeah, it does not look like there's going to be anything here. So, how do you want to go from here?
I don't know.
Side-
You're the boss.
Side note: your internet's not not quite perfect. I'm getting the robot effect once in a
Oh,
while,
okay.
so it may crap out on us. But
Well, let's hope that it's gonna hold together, because I can hear you just fine.
okay, yeah, I'm getting the robot on my end, but as long as you can hear me just fine.
Yeah, and there was no lag in that game, so
Okay.
yeah.
Well, one thing we might want to do, and this is something that's good for having me as your opponent, is I think there's going to be certain builds that you're just going to flat out lose to unless we grind them out. For
Okay.
example, responding to 4-gate properly.
Okay,
As 11 overpool, I think that's one of the toughest things to hold, honestly.
I see.
There's kind of a set positioning for your spines, and there's actually a couple maps that you're really going to see it out on a lot on. So I think that's a good place for us to go with this, actually. Derelict Watcher TE. I've never even heard of that map, but it just showed up on my list.
Okay.
Anyways, just a total tangent. So I think that's a good place for us to go first. Now, is there anything specifically that you've seen?
The scene that really threw me off, not really, to be honest. I feel like at this level, I'm pretty used to like pretty conventional play, for the most part. I mean, sometimes I'll see like proxy Raxes and that type of stuff. Well, not very often anymore.
Okay. So, yeah, let's do ZVP since that's what we've been working on for now, and that's still the one we need the most to work on.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and, man, I am trying to, Akalon Flats, they changed the name. I forgot about that. Okay, so we're going to do Akalon Flats, and Flats is the one that's on ladder, right? Not Wastes?
Let's see. I think Wastes is the one that's on ladder. I'm fairly certain.
Okay.
Oh, I can't even. Why
Well,
is it saying-
they're very mildly different. It won't make a difference for 4-gate probably. So if it's not this one, we'll try the other one. I think it's Flats because I thought Waste was the one that was on beta.
I'm pretty sure Wastes is on the ladder. Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out. I think there's a way to preview, but I don't know where it's at on this new interface. Anyways, it's not that much of a difference. But yeah, so this first game, well, we pretty much know I'm in a 4-gate, but try and play like you don't know. I want to see the way it's going to go on the ladder, and then we're going to fine-tune it until we get to a point where you say, okay, I know that when I see 4-gate, I need to do X, Y, and Z.
That's actually X, Y, and Z.
X, Y, and Z. I'm not Canadian. Okay. So I think that's actually really beneficial because it's not something we would necessarily want to have Katie do repeatedly. She'd probably get bored. But it is really important to practice that kind of thing, especially for those few builds that, honestly, you might auto-lose to once they're well-refined.
I see. Okay, well, that sounds good to me. And as far as I know, in terms of Protoss builds, I think 4-gate is, if not the most, one of the most popular builds you will experience. Because I know, except for yammering on about the metagame, I feel like Protoss metagame is very focused to certain timing attacks.
Yeah, it is. And even when it's not timings that are built to kill you, it's timings that are built to set you back enough so that the following timing 3 minutes later can kill you. So it's that kind of fun.
We require more minerals. So we require more
I remember it used to be, it was pretty much always just 6 gates. They'd go up to 2 base, they'd cut probes at about 40. They'd get a proxy pylon, and they would just warp in so many zealots and sentries. And it was just like a 4 gate. It just hit a little later and was a lot harder to hold. But then it became like a 6 gate sentry all in. And now these days, I don't think there's one that's standardized.
Yeah. I don't know.
By the way, I had what do they call it? The big Philly cheesesteak from Subway.
Okay.
Just thought you should know.
Where is this going?
Well, I'm like keep feeling like I'm in a food coma, and it's like there's only one reason that could be. It's because I had the big Philly cheesesteak,
Yeah.
and it's got to be the least healthy thing on their menu. It's just so wrong.
It sounds incredibly unhealthy. I don't even think they have that in Canada. It's like too unhealthy for Canada. The big Philly cheesesteak.
It's probably something that's actually banned in Canada. No one realizes it, but they actually can't market it there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't blame them. It's pretty dangerous.
It'll kill you slow.
What's that?
It'll kill you slow.
Yeah, it'll kill you fast. Are you kidding?
Oh, okay.
I can feel the heart failure kicking in. Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you. It's cutting out periodically now, so
Okay.
if I say what a lot, that's why.
Okay. I accidentally canceled my queen that I was building.
It's not so good.
No, it's not. I meant to cancel the extractor, but anyway, long story short, I fucked up the build slightly.
It's okay.
I already have some inclination as to what you might be doing.
Why is that?
Because you said you're going to do a 4 gate.
Well, yeah. We're pretending I didn't say that, damn it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's cheating.
Well, I wouldn't know how to hold it even if I knew what was going on. So.
Well, that's what we're going to work on.
Okay.
We require more Vespine gas.
Go get him, Zerglings. I believe. No. I'm guessing. Oh no, there is no one here. So, okay, let's say I see those 4 gateways.
Mm-hmm.
There they are.
Yep.
And for 4 gate, you will only need 1 gas, or will most Protoss players have 2?
It depends on what variety they're going. If it's going to include a mothership core and it's going to be sentry heavy, then they'll have 2.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will have 1.
Ow.
This is the old school kind of just standard. Let's warp a whole lot of zealots and a whole lot of
something.
stalkers.
So should I take my Zerglings and be like, okay, let's see if there's a pylon,
yeah, you
a
definitely
proxy
want to be on
pylon.
the prowl. Yeah.
Our forces are under attack. Spawn more
Okay, I am.
overlords.
Even though I know it's coming, I'm like so woefully unprepared for this. It's not even funny.
Well, that's why we're practicing it.
Spawn more overlords.
No, Queens, no. Yeah, I really messed that up because I forgot to put my second hatchery down. Did you get
Yeah,
hit
that hatch felt really late.
Yeah, I forgot to put it down. I was like, I'm forgetting something, aren't I? What am I forgetting? Oh, the hatchery. That's kind of important.